Okay. Well, this is interesting, huh? Happy motherfucking Halloween, motherfuckers. So I'm going to take a sip of water before I even start. What I felt like I wanted to talk about, which I don't even know if I will. So I watched this video yesterday about this fucking goddamn brain scan fucking doctor or something, and there was one piece in this whole podcast when he was getting interviewed by this one fucking dude called ANTS, Active Negative Thoughts. And I guess I wanted to share my ANTS today and just say them out loud. Say as many as I fucking want out loud. And see how the fuck that goes, I guess. Just let it go. So, number one, active negative goddamn thought. Lichka won't accept me. And I'm like, okay, here's the thing. I'm going to see Lichka and her kids tonight. We're going to do the whole Halloween thing. Fuck yeah, right? We're going to go do it. I got a whole ass costume. They all have costumes. Yes, it's going to happen. And I was like, do I even want to make a video? Like, maybe I shouldn't. Because then I'm going to get all these things off my chest. And then Lichka will potentially listen to it or whatever, right? And then it's going to fuck up the time together depending on where I go in my mind. So, disclaimer out of the way, I don't want to be afraid. I want to be able to say what I think and feel. I guess the one thing, this is what I mean, I'm just going to digress for like 2 seconds. I want to get all of these things out of the way. So last night, I went to bed right at 9:20, and I was on the phone with Lichka, and then I just went on Bumble until 9:50, and then I went to bed after I ran out all my likes, right? And then I jerked off to nothing. No pictures, no porn, just good old mind thinking, right? And I'm like, that's a feeling that I have that I want to say because, that could potentially, instead of continuing to talk to her before I went to bed, right before bed, right? I decided to stay up and do my fuckery, do my non-monogamy awfulness. All right, back to what I was trying to talk about, because I was saying this stuff to myself in the shower, the active negative thoughts. What else? I will never have a healthy sex life. Never. I will never find a good balance. I'll never feel good about it. I'll never find women that are okay with how I am and who I am and blah, blah, blah. It's a fantasy that I will never be able to fulfill. I am damaged, right? I will never find a purpose in life. I'll never find stability. I'll never be able to just feel motivated and find some meaningful something to get me out of bed in the fucking morning. I'll never find it. I will always be this type of miserable for the rest of my life, whatever it is that I'm feeling, right? Just this kind of depressed, whatever, Eeyore, fucking Winnie the Pooh bullshit. This is how I fucking feel. I feel like fucking Eeyore. And there's just a rain cloud over me, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't really give a shit. I don't even care about my sadness. This is all the stuff I've said to myself. I haven't made a video in a long fucking time. And the whole concept was, okay, are these things true? Whatever it is that I'm saying. What else do I fucking feel? I want to say all of the negative stuff. This is pointless, what video I'm making. I'm a faggot. By my own standard, what I mean by faggot, I'm a faggot. And I will never not be. Whatever it is that I'm trying to do is fucking pointless. Even right now, I have negative thoughts. I want to go over that. Whatever previous negative thoughts, okay, good. I covered those. What am I feeling right now? I'm like, I didn't sleep that well again. I'm like, maybe I should have gone to bed. You're stupid for fucking staying up and going on dumbass Bumble. You'll never find anybody on there anyways, so what's the fucking point? Stop doing that dumbass shit. What other negative thoughts? I don't know. I'm just upset. I'll never. I don't even see the point anymore in doing this ants thing. Right? What is the point of anything? I don't feel good. Like, Jesus, like, I tried to have a structure, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't operate like that. I started out like that. Now I just kind of want to go where I fucking go, which is, I don't know. Yeah, where do I want to go? I'm like, Jesus, I'm already tired. Like, yeah, do I want to make a fucking video? I will never be satisfied. I will never, ever feel satisfied in any real area in my life that matters to me. I will never feel fucking satisfied. I'll never get off enough of this, whatever it is that I'm feeling. I'll never make enough videos. I'll never have enough therapy. I'll never feel good enough. I'll never get that emotional feeling off of my chest. I never will. I will just forever be this, whatever it is that I am. Just not happy, I guess. And I will always be this human paradox that I fucking hate being every single day. I will be this way. And then here's the thing, okay. Oh, is that true? Is that absolutely true? Again, all the shit that I'm saying, I don't fucking know. I can't know that. Like, it's impossible to know, like, whether or not all of these things are true. Right? Like, I don't know. And that's also very frustrating. And then I will never know. I don't even know. It's a fucking negative thought. I don't need to keep going with that. Like, I just will never know. Like, if any of these things will be true or whatever. It's like, only time will tell, right? I guess I'm just really tired of, like, wherever I am. Like, I just don't like it. And I don't know how to change. Like, because what the fuck is the problem? Like, I've been trying to figure that out for a long time. And I keep asking myself the same fucking question. Like, what the fuck am I so upset about? You know, and I keep even saying that, like, oh, even if I got the healthy sex life and I found the women that I wanted and everything was all good in the fucking hood or whatever, and that aspect of my life, there's still this miserable feeling. There's still this other thing going on, this void that won't be filled by relationships and women. Like, it just won't be. You know, I don't know what the fuck my void is. I don't know what the fuck it is. I will never fill it, you know, I guess. And I'm just always going to be like this, and I'm just going to die. And I keep saying that. I feel like a broken record. I feel like a broken ass fucking record. Like, I don't. And then all of a sudden I just got self-conscious. I'm like, oh God, like I'm making a YouTube video or whatever. This isn't just for me. Like, there's potential that somebody else would hear what the fuck I'm saying. I'm like, Jesus, like, I don't know, that just fucked with me again. Because I just haven't made a video in a long time. Whatever, I'm tired of struggling as well. I'm tired of always feeling like I'm struggling. Like, I'm tired of not feeling confident. But you know what, like, I know what those feelings were of not feeling confident. That's back in, like, high school, like, when I used to not feel confident. Like, I know what that is. Like, this is not what I'm going through right now. Like, sure, there's a lack of confidence in myself, but, like, it's different. It feels like I just feel like I don't like where I am, but I don't have this lack of, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. I had a feeling, too. I had a thought. I was like, wait a minute. Something tripped me out. I was thinking about, like, language again. I don't know. I felt like I started thinking about this when I was dreaming or something weird. I don't remember. But, like, that was so strange. I'm like, what was that thought? It had something to do with language, and it had something to do with digging into myself and, you know, like, how do I get inside of myself other than talking out loud about it? How do I navigate to the core? Through language? Like, how do I do it? Because let's say I don't talk about all of these things out loud. Let's say I don't even talk to my therapist. Let's say I don't talk to anybody. I don't even talk to myself. Like, how do I navigate to the core? And I'm like, is that what I'm trying to do? Why do I keep trying to figure out what the core is and who I am and all this fucking shit? Like, what am I trying to find? I don't know, man. And that's the thing. I keep feeling like I keep looking and looking and looking. I want to feel alive. And I'm just amazed that for some reason nothing seems to like just nowadays for me, like nothing seems to really just get me going. Nothing seems to just motivate me. Nothing seems to really just hit something inside of me. Nothing seems to do that. Everything feels like entertainment, the things that I enjoy, but they're not passions. Like I think about drumming. I think about getting an electronic drum set and doing that, and even playing over songs that I like or something, and making my own something beat, and just challenging myself and doing something different, right? Like I think about doing that. And then all I keep feeling when I'm doing stuff, and even like, let me start exercising again. Let me start eating better. Let me start this. Let me start that. Let me start taking vitamin D. Let me start taking this ginkgo fucking supplement apparently that I heard off of this podcast with this brain fucking scan dude. Like, let me start doing all of that. Let me start taking care of all these different aspects. But like, I'm not giving a fuck about that because I know that won't solve my problem. It will help me feel better. Let me get better sleep. Let me take care of all these other things in my life. Let me do this. Let me do that. Like, I just don't feel like it's going to solve my problem, whatever it is that I feel like I have, so I don't feel motivated to do much of anything. I just don't really care. Like, I don't care to do anything. And then I get on here, and then I think YouTube's going to help me when I start talking about this, because I feel like this is one of the best tools for me to dig into myself and try to understand what's going on. Whatever, though. And I just get burnt out, I guess. I'm going to sneeze. Jesus. Ugh. What the fuck is that all about? Anyways, what, Matthew? What do you want to talk about, man? I'm just take a sip of water, and like, it's not even right now. The way I feel while I'm making this video, like currently, it's just kind of just sad or something, or I'm just I don't feel it. Like I turned on the camera, I was all right, let's talk about the ants. Let's talk about active negative thought. Like, what's the fucking point about talking about any of that shit? It's so strange. I keep feeling like I want to accomplish something, but I'm on a journey that I have no idea what the fuck the context is. I'm just going somewhere. And I'm just going. Why the fuck did I get up? Why the fuck did I honestly get up? Okay, why am I not giving up? Why did I get up? Why the fuck did I get up? Why did I get up? I'm trying to really what the fuck is that? I'm not even trying to say, why didn't I kill myself this morning? That's not even that. It's just why did I get up, though? You know, and you know what, though? I feel like there's some defense mechanism in my brain that stops me from really trying to answer that question, because I'm afraid that I will kill myself because I am so unstable. I'm afraid I'll do something. And even Lichka said this to me yesterday, when we were talking. She was like, I thought about you dying and what would happen to your apartment. I would want to keep your apartment for another month or something if you died. And she was like, well, you're so unstable, and then when you're driving that truck, you might just drive on the opposite side of traffic like you keep fucking mentioning, right? Sometimes I have those thoughts. I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Hey, traffic's going 70 miles an hour in the other fucking opposite direction. Let me drive over the median and fucking hit somebody. Let me hit a semi. Let me fucking do that. End this. And I do think about wow, if I did die, I couldn't give a shit anymore because I'm just dead. So there's no way for me to think about oh, my loved ones and how do they feel. I can't think about it. I can't even feel them. I'm just gone. right? All I can do is prevent myself from doing it now, right? And it's so weird. I'm like, again, am I suicidal? I'm like, I don't even know. I don't know what this is. I'm not like suicidal. Like, I don't feel suicidal. Like, I keep thinking of, I think about it, like, and I'm like, is that what I want to do or whatever, right? But I'm not like, oh man, I really like want to kill myself. I don't feel this. I guess I'm trying to convince myself or something because I'm afraid that I might. I guess, like, I'm not gonna lie, I am afraid of that. And even if I had a gun inside of my apartment, which I'm so happy I don't. You know what's interesting? So, for Halloween, I'm gonna be a secret agent or a bodyguard or whatever the fuck I classify myself as, I guess. But I bought a toy Desert Eagle, right? I really like this gun. It's fun. I really like how it looks. It looks pretty realistic. It's fucking cheaply made, but who gives a shit, right? It's still fun. I like to hold it. It's just cool. But I put it to my head and pulled the trigger. I remember I was on the phone with Lishka and she didn't see me do that. But like I did it. Like I put it to my head. And I was like, oh, hey, what would that be like to have a barrel on my head and fucking pull the trigger or something? It's instant. Like, you're just dead. There's nothing else to it. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking about that one guy that killed himself on live TV. I think his name was Bud Dry. I don't know what the fuck his name was. Some old fucking somebody, and he fucking blew his brains out with a goddamn Magnum. I remember how, like, that video is so fucked up because this person that was like had the camera on really zoomed in to this dude and blood was just coming out of his nose. It was ridiculous. Like he blew his fucking head off. I don't know. And then people are screaming and I'm just like, this shit's fucked up. And then, okay. Well, this is interesting, I guess. Like, I really like, I've been looking at crime stuff recently, and the podcast I was listening to with that brain scan dude, the guy that was interviewing him was fucking weird as fuck. But he, what's it called? He likes to watch true crime or something before he goes to bed, apparently. I'm like, so, people that watch crime things, right? And I think about myself. I'm like, okay, why do I like it? Why am I looking at it? Because normal fucking society and people and whatever it is that we're trying to do, I feel like this is madness. And the people that snap and fucking kill a bunch of people or kill their spouse or kill themselves or go on some crazy rampage, like, there's some weird envy I have towards them. Like, it's there, because I'm like, well, I'm not snapping. And then even the homeless people on the fucking street that I see every goddamn day in the city, like, they just said, fuck it, right? I'm like, but I don't want to be homeless, but I feel like I want to say fuck it in some way that isn't killing a bunch of people or killing myself or doing something like that. So I'm like, how do I snap out of this without doing some heinous, quote-unquote heinous acts? Yeah. Whatever. I just realized, I'm like, go ahead, shut the fuck up. I don't know. I talked to this this lesbian woman, this older black woman or whatever, who was just miserable and alone and all this kind of stuff. And she always had such a boisterous fucking personality. And I saw her yesterday. Like, I haven't seen her in a while. We're all cool. Like, you know, I consider her a friend or something, right? But I was talking to her and she was just so down, and I was telling her all the things that I felt about how she is or whatever, and I was just accurate. And I'm like, oh, that always feels so good or something when I feel accurate. But here's the whole point. It's like she was just looking for something, and she was like super emotional and sad and depressed and was like, I don't know what the fuck I get up for or whatever, and all this goddamn shit. She even was trying to kill herself a long time ago, and then she moved here, right, to, I don't know, right? And then she thought about the homeless people on the street, and that kept her going. And I'm like, yo, that's not how to be grateful. It's not how to be grateful. And then I talked to some other dude this morning who's having a fucking identity crisis. He's like Filipino, and apparently it's Filipino something American month. I don't know what the fuck it is, some fucking bullshit. And he was like, yeah, like it's been an interesting month. I've been trying to figure out who I am. And I was like, bro, like this isn't even you. Like you were there for a day in goddamn wherever the fuck you're from, the Philippines, I guess, or Hawaii. I don't know what the fuck he said, some shit. And then he's been here his whole fucking life. And then he just feels disconnected from his quote unquote people. And his people keep just shaming him because he's not really from anywhere. He has the blood and he has all that shit, but he's not from there. He didn't grow up there, so he feels isolated. And I'm like, bro, fuck those people. You know, I'm like, they're not your people. Like, they don't give a shit about you, like, because you're, and then I hate these type of people that are just, all they're all about is culture. Like, their only identity is where they're from. And there's nothing else to them, and they're so empty. And I remember I told him, I was like, yo, listen, man, like, you and me talk, I feel like we connect on a deeper level outside of, hey, you're from the goddamn islands, and hell yeah, let's keep that going. Like, that's so lame. There's nothing else. It's so empty. Like, people build on identity when it comes to culture, and then that's all they fucking are. And it's so lame. Mexican pride, fucking goddamn Filipino pride, Scotland, like UK, Africa, fuck it. Like, it's all fucking nonsense. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. Whatever. I don't need to uncomfortably laugh either. There's no point. Where am I going? I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going with this. I was talking about fucking goddamn true crime, and then I don't know. I keep stopping myself, I guess, because I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? Like what? Like why am I opening my mouth right now about any of this goddamn fucking shit? Like what? Why? What? Just for what? I guess, like, okay, like, I felt good telling these two people, the lesbian and this dude, this fucking random dude, right, at one of my stops. I felt good talking to them and quote-unquote giving them advice, right, or something. And they listen to me, and it resonates, and then I feel good about it. And then I just thought, and then even the lesbian woman, she was like, man, you should charge for this. Like, you're a real good therapist or something. I'm like, yeah, my therapist wasn't even as good as you are or some shit. I'm like, why does that validation feel so goddamn good? I'm like, is the advice that I'm actually giving them good? Is whatever it is that I'm saying to them good? Where is whatever it is that I'm feeling coming from? I don't know what the fuck good is either. I don't know. I don't know what I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know like what I don't know what the fuck it is, right? And I don't know if I'm on the quest of self-discovery to understand who I am. Like what's the point? Oh, I am of this. Okay, now what? Oh, I found my purpose. Man, there ain't nothing out here, dude. Like there's no anything. Like, and I don't know how to accept it. Like, I'm tired. All right, let me take a step back. I'm tired. I'm disappointed in myself too that I went to bed late. Like I said, oh, let me go to bed like at like 9. So, but I'm like, dude, and then I'm on fucking Bumble, and then I'm just like, yo, where's this other fucking woman? And I matched with somebody, and she's not responding, and I already fucking know she probably won't. And I even extended out the time. Like, you can extend it out for another 24 hours. And I'm like, she's not saying a fucking word. And she won't. And I feel like she just made a mistake. She didn't mean to swipe on me. And I'm not going to find another woman that's going to be okay with me having a girlfriend and all this fucking shit. And then also, what's it fucking called? Like, I'm so upset about DG. I'm so upset about this other woman a long time ago. Like, I had 2 of them, and both of them didn't work out, right? And then now I'm on online fucking dating, which is just a depressing cesspool of shit. Like, it's so bad. But like, I feel like, oh, it's better if I'm going to go down this road, and I don't even know. But I'm so bored of non-monogamy. I'm so bored of it. I'm like, yo, okay, listen, my balls bug me. They just bug me. I kept talking to my therapist about this. I'm like, he's like, well, you know, you talk about women and these relationships and all this shit a lot. I'm like, yo, listen, man, like, it's because it's such a distracting fucking thing. Like, it's so distracting. I gotta eat. Like, that's what it feels like I gotta do. My sexuality, like, it's so ridiculous, and it can run so rampant. And I'm so tired. I just realized I'm so tired. Like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of doing this to myself as well. Like, I really realized, like, getting bad sleep or whatever, or not sleeping well rested, like, is such fucking awful shit. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad for me. And I always have to pee all the damn time during the night. Like, I fucking despise it. I always have to, because I'm so thirsty all the fucking time, and I feel dehydrated. I just drink so much fucking water, and then I just gotta piss in the middle of the night, and then I break my sleep, and I'm trying to go back to sleep. I just want to sleep for fucking 8 hours straight, and I'm tired of fucking waking up to go piss. Anyways, I guess. I want to go to sleep, like, and then, oh, it's Halloween, so we're gonna go out and walk around and do all that. Like, I want to, I guess I want to. I really like spending time with her kids and her and all this shit. Like, I like to do that. Been a while since I seen them, is what it feels like. So, you know, guess I'm doing that tonight. And I should get home and go the fuck to bed. And I hope I get off at a reasonable time. Like, I kind of want to just get done as quick as possible today. Like, I don't feel like I want to slow down. I don't feel like I want to take my lunch for a long time. Like, I just fuck it. Like, let me just not stretch out the day. Let me get it done as fast as possible. I hate women. I hate my balls. I hate wanting to fuck all the time. I hate it so much because I want it so easily. And again, porn is so destructive because it is so accessible and it's such a trick. I just want to watch porn, like, because I'm so tired of trying to actually fuck some other woman and then, oh, well, you have Lichka. We'll have sex with her all the time. She wants to be with you. Why do you keep trying to do all? I'm like, yo, because I'm not satisfied. Like, novelty is fucking needed for some stupid ass reason in my whatever. Like, it's there. I need it. But hey, Lichka fucking thinks it's just some other bullshit. She thinks it's some trauma response because I didn't have enough emotional. I don't care. I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to talk anymore about it. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk. Like, I hate how much I love titties. Like, I hate it. Like, because it's just, I don't want to. Because I don't want, like, it just feels like somebody has power over me. And I hate this feeling. And I'm like, why don't I just lower my testosterone? Why don't I just get to a point where I kill my goddamn libido and stop worrying about it? Because it's just so potent, it's so ridiculous, and it will never be satisfied. I need to have sex 3 times a day, right, with multiple women, and they all love me, and everything's all good, and then, like, next week I have sex with other women, right? Like, I just feel like this is what the fuck my sexuality is. And that's why it's like, oh, well, that's not your sexuality. You just started watching porn when you were younger, and then that's how you developed into this, needing all of this novelty all the time. I'm like, I don't even feel like it's true. I just feel like it's just, it is what it is. Like, Jesus. I feel like it is what it is. Like, I feel like it is a part of nature. Like, I get sexually bored. Like, it's just there. Like, and here's the other thing. Like, when this sounds so harsh. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, I'm so unbearably bored with having sex with Lichka. Like, I don't feel that way. It's just not as potent And my brain, like, yo, I remember when DG was around, and I remember I like jerked off to her pictures that I fucking took of her, right? I took pictures of DG. I remember I jerked off to her. I remember that first night, I got the pictures and I fucking jerked off of her. Like, it was so, it hits so different. It's such a different orgasm. Like, it's so ridiculously potent. Because it's new. And she's real. She's not pornography. So, like, I'm like, oh, I actually touched her titties. I touched those titties. I sucked on them. I played with those nipples. I touched her, right? So that's a whole different fucking monster. I just hate it because I want a new woman's titties to play with. I want a new woman that I like. She likes me and it's all good. And then I can still have sex with Lichka and everything's all good in the hood. Like, I still want to do that. I'm looking for a friends with benefits. Apparently, that's what I'm fucking doing. But that's all fucked up too, and then I'm just sick of all of it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just tired. Tired of all this dumbass shit, man. Like, just fucking sick of all of it. For real. Really, really tired of it. I mean, I guess it was nice because I'm almost in the city. I was gonna get shit done. I'm glad I could talk for this long. Lichka potentially would call me. I have no fucking idea. She might. And then, you know what the feeling is? I'm like, oh, maybe I should have called Lichka instead and talked. But I'm like, I don't know what the right thing to do is, and I don't think I ever will. Maybe I never will. I never will understand what the right thing to do is. Like, I just won't find it for myself. I don't know what I will find for myself that will work. I don't know what that means. Whatever, man. Jesus. All of these feelings feel so intense, and I'm like, do I feel relief? I don't know. I'm still in it. I'm still talking. I guess I feel okay after let me check my fucking microphone. Okay, good. My microphone's working. Because I forgot about that one time I made that video, and I just thought about that again. I'm like upset about it. Because like, oh, I made that video. I still wish I knew what I said, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what I said back then. You know, it's lost. My dead air video. Which pisses me off because I'm like, it got like 9 views. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just Lichka trying to refresh it and see if it's going to work or not because it cut off. Oh, whatever. All right. Let me wind down for a second. If I want to say something, I will. I just don't want to force anything out of my fucking mouth. Jesus. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I don't know, I started playing BattleBit again. I'm kind of getting bored of No Man's Sky. Like, I reached the maximum units. And I'm like, and that's the thing that pisses me off. I'm like, dude, like, I wish I wouldn't be so, let me make a bunch of money. Like, I hate, like, oh, I got to gather resources. And I already gathered so much to the point where it doesn't fucking matter anymore. And then, oh, let me build an underwater base. Let me build a this. Let me build a that. Why don't I give a shit? I don't give a fucking fuck. It sucks, man. It sucks a lot of dick, to be honest. Like, it's very disappointing. I'm like, I just thought about it. I'm like, oh, you know what? An underwater base does sound really cool. But, like, I have this feeling of, like, I started playing BattleBit again, and I feel that competitive nature. And, you know, it's real players that I'm killing, and I feel like they fixed a lot of things. Like, it feels better. It feels more responsive. It just feels like they started polishing the game more. So it feels good. It feels good to play. I like it, you know? I prestiged in the game, which is I reset my whole rank, and now I'm ranking up again, so I feel like I'm making progress, right? So, I don't know. Weird feeling. It's a strangely addictive game. Like, those shooter games or whatever, I always liked first-person shooters when I was growing up. Really liked Call of Duty. I really liked Battlefield. And then, yeah, BattleBit's it's just fun. It's not as serious. but it can still be very competitive, but it's just fun. And you're shooting people, and you just get this dopamine hit or something, like, and they make the sounds. It sounds so. I am exhausted. I actually feel really how tired I am. And okay, I've been jerking off to no porn now. Like, I'm not looking at any pictures of anything, just nothing. It's different because the thoughts I start thinking about, like, yeah, sometimes porn thoughts slip into my mind. But I started thinking about DJ, I started thinking about Lichka, I started thinking about the other woman. Like, I just started thinking about sex, like in real sex that I've had. Started thinking about the first woman I ever got with, you know, and those moments that I had with her. And I'm like, oh, that's real. And I'm like, yo, it's so weird. Like when I jerk off to porn or even a picture, like, and I was saying this to myself, okay, so when I jerked off to a picture, like, it's so, I'm locked into a fantasy. I'm locked into the image. But like when I'm not looking at anything and I'm just in my own mind and I'm doing that, focused on the sensation or whatever, like I feel like it feels good. Like I can admit that feels pretty good because my mind is just free and I can start tapping into other things in my imagination. Like I feel like I do want to stick with that, but then sometimes I'm like, fuck, I do want a visual of some sort. But I can already feel like, oh yeah, once I have real sex again, it's gonna feel really good because I'm not like desensitizing myself to images of titties. And you know, once I see Lichka again, you know, it will be better. It will be more potent. It will feel good, I guess, right? I don't know. Now that I've like been introduced to real sex, like I need to have it to feel satisfied. I don't know, man. And then like I've said this before, like there's a week that I see Lichka and there's a week that I kind of don't because she has her kids and she's on that kind of schedule. So I'm like, okay, during the week that she has her kids, we're not having sex. Because it just feels impossible. Like, I'd just be exhausted all the time. Because I'm like, okay, I would have to come over. But then the kids don't really feel comfortable that I'm staying there. So it just doesn't work, right? And then if we are to have sex, it's too late in the day and I'm exhausted. She'll be tired. It just doesn't work. So like we can't have sex during the week that she has her kids is what it feels like. And then during this week, I'm not having sex. Oh, I keep trying to go on online dating. I keep trying to find some other woman that I can have sex with during this week or something and just feel satisfied, man. And then, God damn it, fucking, I just thought about it again. I'm like, fucking Lichka, like, brought this up and said, like, oh, well, you know, you're going to have to get tested again after you have sex, and then you and me aren't going to be able to have sex for, like, 2 weeks, and then there's going to be, like, a lull period after you have sex, and you have to wait to get tested, and then and how is any of this going to work? And then I'm like, yo, you know what? Fuck this shit. I will not find a healthy sex life. I just don't feel like I will. I will not find a healthy fucking sex life. You know, ideally, I would be having sex with some woman, like, fucking over the weekend, and we would have fucked a lot, and then I would see Lichka, and then we'd have sex a lot, and it's just get the fucking sex out my goddamn system, because it's just bugging the fucking shit out of me, and I'm always in the city, and there's titties everywhere, and fucking nice looking women, and it's fucking unbearably annoying. I just hate it. And there's like just hot women all over the fucking place. I just want to fuck all the time. Really, really annoying, to be honest. Like, just really, 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 really annoying. Just beautiful. Like, look at this woman. I'm like, God, just let me fucking touch your titties, please. All right, whatever. Anyways, until, goodbye.